Hey everybody, what's up? Circus here. Battle Phase 43 just happened yesterday, so we thought we'd do a quick review of it. I got Kamell and Rye joining me here. Rye's the guy that cast the whole tournament. How you doing, man?
Hello, I'm good. Looking over these decks, very diverse meta that we have.
Yeah, we had 14 different decks make the top 32.
Yeah,
usually we see like a more ironed out top cut, but lately things have been pretty spicy. Like you can see all of these one-ofs at the bottoms. Gladibees, Desperado, Ritual Beast, Yosenju's. All of these decks made it through the top cut, 5 rounds of Swiss, and they were the top 32 players.
So, Rye, you called the whole tournament, right?
Indeed.
So what were your thoughts going into the tournament?
Going to the tournament, I figured that one of the newer decks that's come out, so like Blue Eyes, or potentially even the kind of the new version of E-Saber that we've been seeing around, or even Dark Lords, might take the whole thing. But it ended up being very, very interesting. With best of 3 tournaments, people, of course, they have that side deck, and a lot of people ended up siding for Crystron, ended up siding for Blue Eyes. And I think that had a major factor in coming to this best of Swiss 5 to the top 32. Obviously, E-Saber, you can see on the screen, has the highest representation. Blue Eyes at second, not at 4. It's almost half of what E-Saber's at.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Magician Girls. I'm surprised that one's making a comeback.
Yeah, Magician Girls is an interesting one. Essentially, it's kind of like discount E-Sabers, but right. With the power of Wonder Wand, you get the draw too. So you give up your Malehu effect for Pot of Greed, essentially. And you just have to hope that you get into the good fusions. But if it all works out for you, yeah, I mean, it ends up being a little bit stronger than the typical E-Saber version.
Yeah, and what happened to Dark Magician? I swear, just a week ago, we were watching Dark Magician everywhere. This time, only one in the top 32.
Yeah, so Dark Magician, they were a really good counter to Dark Lords, which is why that was kind of firmly made them place in, the first place there. But when you kind of look at it these days, Dark Lords are falling off. They have a new contender with Blue Eyes in the meta. Blue Eyes has a lot of bounces and a lot of resources from the grave, while they also don't use that much back row, so navigation and circle just aren't as effective. And then Blue Eyes itself is just naturally larger than Dark Magician. There's some other stuff too. How losing Seal Tomb is very crucial. Them and Black Wings, they were the best users of Seal Tombs, and not having that tool has really affected them.
Yeah, we got to see like pretty much in the 2 weeks that most tournaments moved to running the new ban list, how heavily that affected Dark Magician. Because at first, during the first couple tournaments, it was competing with the new decks, Blue Eyes and such, but now like Dark Magician has just been totally power crept, it seems, in terms of how many top players are playing it and using it in events like this.
Now, a deck that Rye actually turned me on to, I was very surprised made it into the top 32. I think it made it a little bit farther than that even, which was Yosenju's.
Yeah, Yosenju, the only reason you couldn't play Yosenju was, funny enough, because Dark Magician was in the meta. Dark Magician banishing your Yosenjus or your back row, and then just activating navigation on your back row, while at the same time not really caring if you lava goal them. And usually Yosenju plays 1 lava. They couldn't play when everyone was just running around with it. But now,
what about Blue Eyes? Doesn't Blue Eyes just destroy their back row?
Blue Eyes destroys their back row, but only when the Spirit Dragon kind of gets summoned. So if you're able to lock down the Spirit Dragon, almost all of their back row threat rather kind of disappears. All you have to deal with is like Raigeki Break and stuff, which you can just chain to. The most important thing is Dark Magician used to negate your activations, and then you lose your card instead of just banishing it. You don't have to deal with that. With Blue Eyes, they target your stuff, you still activate it, all life goes on. We actually have a clip where a Blue Eyes player gets demolished by stall, and you can kind of see that happen where Blue Eyes can contend with back row if you know what you're doing.
Well, that's card reading, right? Card reading in 2020.
Yeah, card reading and just understanding what you can do.
Yep. Desperado, did we see any Black Salvo?
We saw some Black Salvo. I think it still needs some optimization right now, but it is interesting how that deck works. Obviously, the Desperado doesn't target. So before, what kind of took Desperado out of the meta other than their primary skill being nerfed, was the introduction of Cocytus, or Cositus for people who want to say it properly. You just couldn't do anything. It just had enough defense where you couldn't swing over it, and you can't destroy it because it can't be destroyed by card effects. But now people can just go into Black Salvo, go into Samurai Destroyers, swing into the Cocytus, turn off all effects, and then just activate Desperado's effect while that's happening. Destroy the Cocytus, move on with your life. So it's interesting what it's been doing to the deck. I think it still needs some optimization. People are still kind of messing with it. It's coming out as a pretty good Lunalight counter. But we're still kind of in that phase of, well, do we really care to counter Lunalights? Because they're not exactly a multi-level threat. It's just more of a, hey, I do well against Blue Eyes, so you can put me into Blue Eyes. So we'll kind of have to see what happens with Desperado.
Now, a deck that we just did a video on last week, I said top tier ? And then I said probably not. And that's Stromberg, but it still made top 32.
We actually had a few Stromberg players enter. There's like 3 or 4. Go ahead, Kamell.
No, I was just going to say, like, Stromberg for a while, it wasn't making that one spot in the top cut that we usually see it make. So I was glad to see it top on Monday.
I'm sure that, that little community they have, we're just like, yes!
The Stromberg player because I think there was like 3 or 4 people that played in the tournament. The one that actually topped was undefeated in Swiss, win a perfect 5-0.
No.
Yeah, but he lost in the top 32 to an E-Saber player who was playing his one of Unending Nightmare.
Oh no!
Which is one of my personal favorite trap cards. Basically, you pay 1,000 life points, you destroy a face-up spell or trap on the board. You can do this once per chain, so you can endlessly do it as much as you can, as long as it's outside the chain. So he ended up destroying all 3, or I think he destroyed 2, or he had the 3rd one in his hand, but realized he lost, or something like that.
Doesn't the pumpkin carriage protect it, though?
The pumpkin carriage does protect it. The problem is, Stromberg plays, 24, 25 cards, and most of the time they're playing 1 to 2 pumpkins. So the chances that he would essentially have to play pumpkin in attack mode, and then play castle, where normally you just play castle, summon your princess, which summons pumpkin.
Right.
What essentially happened is he opened Glyph to search his castle, and the moment he put the castle on the field before any of its effects activated,
bam! Right away.
Just pop. And he tried it again. Pop.
Oh
try
god.
Again, pop.
Okay. So he didn't even get to the carriage. He didn't even get.
He got shut down before he was able to do anything. It was quite sad to see him.
He probably started crying at home.
Yeah, it was interesting to see him go undefeated, but he immediately just got destroyed in the top.
Just one card shuts them down.
Well, that one card, like he could have played no other cards but that one card, and he would have won that duel still.
So Kamell, you joined the whole thing too near the end, right?
Yeah, towards the end, I think I joined around the top 8.
What'd you think?
Well, by the time I joined, it's kind of like what Riot calls. What Riot likes to say, like, all the memes are dead already. Right. Like, by the time we get to, like, top 8, top 16. So, I watched a lot of Shiranui and Thunder Dragons, and what else was up there at the top? Element Saber as well. So, yeah, we just watched a lot of that. And Shiranui is looking like a pretty strong deck right now. We saw that we almost had a mirror match. 2 out of the top 4 decks were Shiranui.
So it comes and goes. It seemed like Shiranui kind of disappeared, but had a pretty strong showing in this one.
Yeah, Shiranui, their greatest strengths is that the core cards to play Shiranui is very, very tiny. So I would argue from all the meta decks, they have the most space for tech space. Okay. So if you have a good side deck in a very diverse meta, you can go very far in these tournaments. And they're even better in like Clan Wars and Team War environments where you don't have to. You're only facing 4 other players rather than 5 other players. Rather than playing a whole 172 roster tournament.
Yeah, and like you said, it's such a diverse meta that we can't really claim any deck as the true tournament champion right now. We just had 2 boxes come out. We had the new mini box. What is it? Fortress of Gears, and then the selection mini box came out
after the tournament.
Yeah. And then the selection mini box came out like an hour ago. So we'll have to wait and see if those have much effect, or how they're going to shape the meta and everything. So Kamell, if they want to join this tournament, what do they
Well,
do?
firstly, there's
there's more.
you know that you will be able to play the new cards in Battle Phase Fridays, which if you're watching this video, it should be up Thursday, and the tournament is tomorrow. The tournament's tomorrow. I'm speaking to you from the past. And if you want to join...
Into the future.
Yes, if you want to watch the tournament, enter the tournament, you can click on the Discord link that is in the description and keep an eye on the announcements chat channel. And guys, the tournament entry spots are first come, first serve. There are 172 spots, so make sure you get yours. The tournament link is posted. And if you want guaranteed entry into all Duel Links Entertainment tournaments, then all you have to do is become a subscriber on Twitch. That will get you guaranteed entry even when the tournament is full.
All right, so yeah, check that out. We're gonna have some clips playing for you at the end here. You get to listen to how great Rye is at casting the games and talking to himself for 7 hours. I can't applaud you enough for that, sir.
It's okay. I talked to chat.
Talk to chat. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So if you like what you saw, what do we got to do here? We got to like, comment, subscribe. What else? What else is there, Kamell? I know I'm missing something.
Join the Discord. Follow the Twitch channel. Follow us on Twitter. Guys, get in the Discord so you know when the tournaments are. So there.
All right, guys. So we'll see you next time. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow in Battle Phase Friday.
Bye, chat.
Peace out, guys.
See ya.
You can't target, right? Is that all it is? Your opponent cannot target monsters you control. Well, just Cyber Dragons don't target. So... Fuck. Oh, he's about to learn a harsh lesson today. Oh, what? Cannot target monsters you control with card effects except during the battle phase. What? What happened? What just happened? Well, you realize your trap doesn't target, right? Like, you know that, right? You know that, right? Why did you let that happen? No, it doesn't. See, your opponent cannot target Gladiator Beast monster you control with card effects except the bat. That's it. That's it. Maybe he targeted that time. What is happening? Drowning Mirror Force one goddamn time. Oh my god! Curse casting! Curse casting! Talking about my weird stuff. Concentrating Current. Alistair the Invoker. I don't think that's enough to kill him, right? 2. Oh my god, it is enough to kill him. Oh my god. Why are you playing that? What's it gonna do? Oh, he's doing it! Okay, banish the right stone. Make sure you banish the correct one. Imagine. What do you guys think? There's no way, right? There's no way. Banish the right one. Hopefully he knows the correct way. You don't know the way? No count chick. He actually yeah, so it's always the right. The leftmost is the one that was sent the latest. That's the wrong one. Just gamble for the 50.